All right, let's get into it. Today we are breaking down an absolute masterclass in comedic tension. It's a scene from a movie that perfectly, and I mean perfectly, blends humor, suspense, and a twist that will just make your jaw drop. So, we start with our two protagonists. They're this classic comedic duo, just brimming with this misplaced confidence, this bravado that's about to lead them headfirst into an absolute disaster. This quote, it just perfectly captures their whole vibe right before everything goes sideways.
So, what's their mission? Well, on paper, it seems simple enough. Get back some stolen property papers for their boss, a guy named Mohan Kumar Mishra, from a seriously dangerous gangster named Devraj. But, as you can probably guess, it is not going to be that easy.
Okay, so here's the plan they've cooked up, which in their minds is completely foolproof. I mean, look at this. It's so step by step. It just highlights how unbelievably naive they are. They genuinely think they can pull off a simple paper swap on a notorious criminal. But, and you knew there was a but coming, their master plan hits a wall before it even really gets started. They show up and see two identical houses, and one tiny, tiny little detail leads to a massive, catastrophic mistake. You see, they were told the brother-in-law lives at house number 6, but in a perfect bit of movie magic, a little rain shower washes some mud off the sign, and what do you know? It's actually a number 9. They don't even think twice about it. They just stride confidently right through the wrong door, straight into the lion's den. So they get inside and they meet this really calm, polite man who they just assume is the harmless brother-in-law. And this, right here, is where the incredible cringe comedy starts, because they immediately start bad-mouthing the very gangster they're trying to rob. They have no idea who they're talking to. And they do not hold back. Right away, they start tearing into Devraj's character, calling him a two-bit goon and a scoundrel. All the while, their host is just listening, patiently taking it all in. And the insults just keep getting worse. They are literally digging their own graves with every single word. And for us, the audience, the dramatic irony is just spectacular. You're just sitting there waiting for the other shoe to drop. And then, as if insulting him wasn't enough, they commit the biggest blunder of all. They lay out every single detail of their brilliant plan to the man they think is their pawn. They even call the fearsome Devraj an illiterate fool. I mean, they couldn't have made it any easier for him. Now, through this whole tirade of insults, this detailed confession of their entire scheme, the host just stays calm. He's almost amused by it all, just letting them dig that hole deeper and deeper and deeper. And here it is, the ultimate twist. Of course, they've been talking to the villain himself this whole time. They walked into house number 9, Devraj's house, not number 6. Devraj's response is just chillingly calm. That line, right there, lands like a punchline to a joke nobody wanted to hear. And in that single moment, all the expectations are flipped upside down. The scene goes from pure comedy to nail-biting suspense. The laughter just stops. Dead. The power dynamic shifts in an absolute instant. Our bumbling heroes are no longer the ones with the plan, they're the prey. And they are trapped with the very man they came to deceive. And this is where we see just how terrifying Devraj really is. He keeps up this polite, hospitable act, offering them food, offering them drinks, while at the same time just casually weaving in threats about stabbing them, hanging them, and feeding their bodies to his dogs. It's an absolutely masterful display of menace. Then, just to show them how completely and totally outmatched they are, Devraj makes one single casual phone call. While still playing the gracious host, he orders the kidnapping of their boss, Mohan Kumar Mishra, and his entire family. So, the situation has now spiraled way, way beyond their control. This isn't just about some stolen papers anymore, not even close. Now it's a fight for survival, not just for them, but for their boss's entire family. And we learn pretty quickly, this guy isn't just some local goon. No way. Devraj is an untouchable force. He has an army of loyal followers who would die for him, a fearsome reputation. And yeah, even the local police are in his pocket. He's basically a one-man criminal empire. In a moment of just incredible dark humor, the kidnapped boss actually manages to get a call through to the police for help. And what happens? His plea is dismissed with this absurd bureaucratic logic. It just cements how completely hopeless their situation is. There is no escape. And this simple exchange between the boss and his employee just perfectly captures their shared terror.
The very person who is sent to fix the problem has become the biggest liability, trapping every single one of them in this nightmare.
And that's where the scene leaves us. All the characters are trapped, and they're left asking this one desperate question. It is the perfect cliffhanger. It brilliantly transforms what started out as a comedy sketch into a genuine, high-stakes thriller, and it leaves you on the edge of your seat, wondering what on earth could possibly happen next.